speaker and mic here. Welcome to the Grill House for this fantastic luncheon and announcement of our big tournament, our press conference here. Mzansi Magic, brilliant name. Thank you, Rodney Berman. Women's Day, 9th of August, is our next big tournament, a fantastic tournament. We're going to have Sarah Karim in our first fight of the night against Samkelo in Bambo. Tyler Promnik, who's just stuck in a bit of traffic, will be with us in the next few minutes. She fights Sibelelu Seboy, and she's trained by Alan Tawil. That's our second female fight of the night. Our third female bout will be for the IBO Super Bantamweight African title, scheduled for 10 rounds. This lady on my right, Kaylee Swart, against Simon Kelly Tunsheni. Kelly, welcome. These two ladies are with us, and they're fighting for title fights. Our heavyweight undefeated John Albus fights Philip Ayayi Teti from Ghana. And I must tell you, these two ladies are undefeated as well. 5-0 and 7-0. So it doesn't get much better than that when you've got a 0 at the back. And of course, trained by Rainer Liebenberg is John Albus, also undefeated heavyweight. And he fights an undefeated heavyweight from Ghana, in Philip Teti. Rock Knapp, of course, we know the golden boy of South African boxing, Rock Knapp, ever charismatic. Fought a brave fight in France against one of the top fighters in the world, Bakary Samaki. I was there with him in France. Rock was actually winning the fight, in my opinion, and got a bit unlucky in the 8th round. But Rock is making his comeback against Jean-Ric Cosido from the Philippines. So welcome, Rock Knapp. Raise a nap. You can clap for Rock Knapp as well. Come on, Rainer Liebenberg. I saw you clap for John Alberts. And then, of course, South Africa's number one fighter, Africa's number one fighter, Ricardo Magic Man Malajika faces Jason Mama from the Philippines. Jason Mama has 20 wins, only 2 losses, and Ricardo is 15-2. Ricardo, I must tell you about Ricardo Malajika. In the last 2 years, he beat Adrian Lerison, number 9 in the WBC by KO. Then he fought Kevin Munoz for the IBO title and won. Then he defended against Marcel Braithwaite and beat Marcel Braithwaite, who many people thought would beat Ricardo. Then Yanga Sikweba was supposed to beat Ricardo Malajika. Ricardo knocked him out. Then they brought Jackson Chalky, and he was supposed to beat Ricardo Malajika, and Ricardo knocked him out. So in the last 2 years, this man, stand up fast Ricardo Malajika, has become Africa and South Africa's pound for pound. Africa and South Africa's pound for pound champion. Thank you, Ricardo Malajika. Now I want to make a special mention to our very special guest up front here. I mean, everybody in this room obviously is a special guest. We're all the Golden Gloves team here. But Ayanda Kamala, chairperson of Boxing South Africa. Big round of applause, ladies and gents. I'm going to talk to you in a second, Ayanda. Mandla Antlan Khanisa, the COO of BSA. Doesn't get much bigger than that either. We've got the big bosses up here. Where's Navi sitting? Yeah. Hiding away there. Navi Groga, IME, founder, member of IME. Thank you, Navi, for being here. Navi's here. Our CEO of Golden Gloves, Rodney Berman, is here with us. Sia from Supersport Bet, we thank you. And thank you, Sia. There you. I'm always betting to find you in the room. You're hide away at the back. Welcome, Sia, Supersport Bet. Round of applause, ladies and gents. And let's welcome, you can stand up, but it's not gonna, even if you're sitting, you're tall. Our South African amateur heavyweight champ, ladies and gents, Ethan Peters. Welcome, Ethan Peters. Won the South African title on Saturday night by knockout. And his father, Greg Peters. Thank you for joining us. They'll be fighting on Golden Glove shows at Empress Palace later this year when they get their professional license. So thank you to them for being our guests here as well. And the whole Golden Gloves team, everybody that's here, thank you, Rose, Jeff and Maury, Jacob, James, Clint, Marco, Tsepo, Charlene Mitchell, who's the CEO of Brian Mitchell Boxing Academy. So I've got a lot of bosses. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to start here with you, Ayanda, not because you're the first person on my right-hand side, or the least important, you're actually the most important. Ayanda Kamala, chairperson of Boxing South Africa, talk to us what this means to you, what it means for boxing. On Women's Day, on the 9th of August at Empress Palace, we have 3 ladies' bouts, And all three ladies are, they're all undefeated, the ladies, and there's a championship bout for the ladies as well. Talk to us, please, Ayanda Kamala.
Yeah, thank you so much, Brian. I think for us this is... Thank you so much for that. I think for us as Boxing South Africa, this is big. It's quite a very big tournament. But what's more special is the fact that there are so many women boxers involved, and it's very great talent. We've just heard from what you've said that they are undefeated. I think for us, you know, coming out of the boxing convention earlier this year, there was a great lament about the issue of women in boxing, that they are not getting the opportunities. And this type of tournament then highlights that issue and, you know, helps us to start working towards raising women within the sport. And for me, that is very important. And I think we need to start seeing more tournaments of this nature. So, thank you.
Thanks, thank you, Ayanda. Let's talk to Mandla Nklan Ganisa. I've got to get that right, eh? Yeah. Nklan Ganisa. Mandla, CEO, Boxing South Africa. Big round of applause, ladies and gents. Mandla, I must tell you that what I really admire about you, and both yourself and Ayanda, what you guys are doing for boxing. Every boxing tournament that I go to, whether it's small, big, large, GoldenGloves, which is big, you at the tournaments. So thank you for what you're doing for boxing, and I can see your support. You don't only do the background scene as being the COO, you're also at the tournaments. So thank you so much, Manda. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Brian. Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning to the GoldenGloves team and everyone who's here. Once again, we're very happy as Boxing South Africa. GoldenGloves, 3 female bouts. Things are changing, Rodney, which is quite a progressive issue that as Boxing South Africa we do applaud. I know Kale on my right. I've watched, I think, almost all her fights. I know that lady there, Simamgele from Cape Town. I've watched, I think, about 4 of her fights. It's going to be a very promising one. And these are kind of, bouts that we need, that will bring interest, to South African boxing. South African boxing is growing. And I must say that with boxers like the one on my right, Ricardo, with every bout, the last 4 bouts, as Brian have said, he's growing day by day. And there are bouts where we doubted that, hey, it's going to be a draw. Then he just knocked his opponents out, and that is the kind of, boxing that we need. And I think now, Rodney, let's go for unification now. I think now he's bullying the IBOs now. I think let's look for another big, title to come. And Rob, once again, it's a comeback. There's still a future for you, and we're looking forward for you to grab that world title and all the boxers that will be performing there. And once again, thank you to our sponsors that are supporting boxing. IME, you came slowly, but I see now you are spreading your wings now. I've seen you in Cape Town. I hear that you will be in East London soon, which is something great that we will be really appreciating for us to have sponsors that are supporting boxing. With the board that is on board, very clear on what they need to achieve, I believe that boxing in South Africa is taking a growth and in a positive trajectory. Thank you very much, colleagues.
Thank you, Manda. Kylie Swart, if you'll come up, the mic doesn't go very far, but I want you to come up anyway. And Simam Kelly, come up. Let's do a face-off here. So these 2 ladies, for the first time ever in their professional career, are fighting for a title. This is big. Both these ladies, shall I stand in the middle? I'll be the referee today. I'll be your stand, Christopher. These 2 ladies and gents, 5-0 for Kylie Swart and 7-0 for Simam Kelly Tuncheni. And they are fighting for the IBA Super Bantamweight Africa title, scheduled for 10 rounds. Kylie, who wants it most?
Definitely me.
Doctor Simam Kelly?
I woke up undefeated again on the 9th of August.
Hey!
Do you agree?
Definitely not.
Who's
We'll see
gonna
about
win?
that.
Who's going to win, Doctor?
100% me.
Here we go. Talk.
Watch me.
That's it, ladies and gents. That's our female title fight for the night. Thanks, ladies. You can sit down. Thank you. So that's the next GoldenGloves tournament, Mzansi Magic, on the 9th of August in Empress Palace. That lady that just walked in, can you come forward now, please? Let's give Tyler Brumming a big round of applause. She got stuck in the traffic. 3-0, ladies and gents. Stand forward here for Tyler. Right, so another big fight for you on a Golden Glove show. Tell us how you're feeling.
I'm feeling absolutely incredible. Can't wait, and I'm ready to give everyone a show.
Does that O stay, Tyler?
That O will always stay, right?
Right, there is Tyler Bromnick, ladies and gents. Of course, Tyler, if I couldn't hear me earlier, Tyler fights Subeleni, Saboy, and she's 2-0. So, what an unbelievable show. Everybody's undefeated. So, as I say, somebody's O's got to go unless it's a draw. But brilliant fight. So, that's the second fight of the bout, the second fight of the evening. Then we've got John Alberts against Philip Ayetete from Ghana, also undefeated. Heavyweight prospect, John Alberts, 5-0. John, come stand here next to me. Let's see how big you are. Let's see how small I am. Round of applause, ladies and gents. John Alberts. John, 5-0. You got a draw in your last fight. I mean, they really robbed you. I thought they robbed you. What do you think of that decision?
Well, it's upset, of course, but you know, it happens if you don't empty your tank early on. You're trying to, you know, show about or not give everything from the beginning to the end, and that is the consequences that I have to face, and I have to carry that for the rest of my life. But it's not going to happen again.
So I've seen you quite active on social media, talking about how hard the gym is and how kakkeries, all those machines that they bring for you, Rainer Liebenberg. Tell us how hard Rainer Liebenberg drills you in training.
Wow, where to begin? Listen, there's no mercy. No, absolutely no mercy. But you know, he knows what you have to do to get to that level that you need to at the level I'm going to perform now. So he knows what you have to do, and the work, the hours and everything, the sweat and tears and everything you have to put in. So when he talks, I listen. That's all.
Thank you, John Alberts. John Alberts, our heavyweight prospect, 4-0-1, still undefeated, and he fights against Philip Ayetete from Ghana, who's 8-0, also undefeated. Yo, it doesn't stop here. There's just O's everywhere. I thought I was the only one undefeated. Then we have an international super welterweight bout scheduled for 10 rounds. This man in front of me with the white hair, he's got plenty charisma. He's been Mr. Boxing for many years in South Africa. Rock Knapp, as I said, they had that tough fight against Bakary Samaki and it came short there with a body punch. But Rock, I thought you were winning the fight and doing well. But you'll be back to winning ways. Talk to us, Rock Knapp.
Hello everybody, I just want to thank everybody for coming out, you know, Golden Gloves, everybody that's involved, the sponsors for giving not only myself, but everybody here an opportunity to, you know, do what we do what we love. Yeah, unfortunately France didn't go our way. I felt like it was a great fight. I gave my all from round one until the very end. I fought my heart out. It was something to fight in front of 40,000 people, especially when they're against you. You know, between throwing cups at me and coins and all sorts of rubbish, walking to the fight and then walking out to an applause. It was a great experience, not the result we wanted. I felt like I was on my way to winning it. I remember standing up for the 8th round and thinking only four more rounds to go and I'm the WBC champion, and then unfortunately it all came crashing down in the 8th. But you know, I've brushed myself off, you know, I've regrouped, I've taken some time to, you know, go through the motions and try and correct the mistakes. And we're back. I'm excited to, you know, remind everybody and show everybody that I'm still that guy. I'm still talented. I've still got a lot to give. You know, it was a big loss on a big stage, but it's definitely not the end. So, yeah, very happy and very excited to come back with a bang in August.
Jean-Ric Casido from the Philippines, have got a message for you. I mean, you've won 17 times. You see you winning 18 times.
Listen, I never ever have a message for my opponents other than to bring it, because that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I always bring it. Whether I lose and crash and burn, I always bring it and I always put on a fight. You know, the Filipinos, unfortunately, have been coming to South Africa and been handed losses, so he's no different. And that's just the way things go. Unfortunately, I've got to get my career back on track. It's not just for me, it's for my family, it's for my son. I don't plan on taking any losses anytime soon. As I've always said, I'll die before I not give everything and I don't make the sacrifices. So I think it'll be another knockout. I mean, the last Filipino that I fought, I dispatched him in 3 rounds, and I plan to do the same thing in August and hit the ground running. So whether he's ready or not, I certainly will be.
Thank you, Rob. And of course, Vusi Matola is with us. Vusi, welcome, one of South Africa's top trainers. Vusi Matola is Rob Knapp's trainer. I've just seen on my left-hand side the First Lady of Sport in the country has walked in, Carol Chabalala. Big welcome. Welcome, Carol. Doing a great job. We saw you at the Met, but you were supposed to be at the boxing. So next time tell me not doing the Met, you're doing the boxing. Thanks, Carol. You always do a great job. Okay, so then last but not least, we're going to talk to, as I said, South Africa and Africa's top fighter, pound for pound. Come stand next to me here, Malajika, the magic man, ladies and gents. Ronnie Burma knows how I feel about this man, and for obvious reasons. In the last 2 years, he's just taken over boxing. He's been unbelievable. He's knocked out everybody that they thought he wouldn't knock out and become South Africa's #1. I think Bam Bam Rodriguez is quite nervous there in America now. But he's fighting Kafu in 2 weeks' time. Come closer here, Ricardo. Talk to us, Magic Man, Ricardo Malajika. You're probably the first time ever that a junior bantamweight is headlining a bowl in South Africa. Talk to us about the last 2 years of your fight career.
Greet everybody that come out. Hello everybody that's here. I want to greet everyone. Thank you, Ronnie Bowman, for the opportunity once again, and thanks to IME and all the sports, the people behind the scenes. And thank you, Uncle Brian. For my 2 years, so when I got my first loss, Uncle Brian, I told myself, the only thing you can go back. When I got my first loss, all I told myself was the only thing I can do is go back to the drawing board and work on what I was lacking on that fight. And what I've noticed, I was lacking on a lot of work rate. And ever since I picked up that, I think my boxing has grown, and I've been giving the fans what they want to see.
Best is for Jason Mama. So Ricardo's fighting Jason Mama from the Philippines, who's had 20 wins and only 2 losses. Is he going to have his 3rd loss, Ricardo?
100%. 100%. The Magic Man does his thing once again.
Ladies and gents, the Magic Man, Ricardo Malajika. Right, so for television, we're going to sign contracts now. We can pass those contracts around. Let's see how we're going to do that now. Everybody's going to sign the contract for the fight. If you'll help us with that, please, Mandla, if you'll pass that to every person. Your eyes are probably better than mine. If you can, they're definitely better than mine. If you can pass it around to each fighter and let them sign the contract. So they're going to sign the official contract now for their professional boxing bout on the 9th of August at Empress Palace, Mzansi Magic, brought to you by GoldenGloves, Supersport Bet, and of course IME. So Kylie Swart and Simamkeli Tunsheni are fighting each other for that IBO Super Bantamweight Africa title. And of course, Tyler Promnook is having a 4th fight in a 6-round fight. They're going to sign their contract. John Alberts fighting also in his 6th fight as a heavyweight. And of course, Rock Knapp. We've seen Rock many times at Empress Palace. We look forward to seeing Rock Knapp getting a nice victory on the 9th of August. Let's enjoy our lunch. 9th of August, Empress Palace, the Las Vegas of South Africa, is where Mzansi Magic will happen. Ladies' Day, 3 brilliant ladies' fights, 1 title fight, 1 world title fight, 2 international fights. GoldenGloves once again giving you the fights of your lives.